Hello dear children, today let's discuss about our 8th poem To the Foot from its Child. To the Foot from its Child is a radiant poem written by a Chilean poet and a politician Neftali Ricardo Reyes Basalto, popularly known by his pen name Pablo Neruda, 1904 to 1973. He is perhaps the most important Latin American poet of the 20th century. In 1971, he won the Nobel Prize for his literature. This poem has been translated into English version by a well-known Scottish poet and a scholar of South American literature, Alistair Reid. The poem appears to be a biography of the foot, but the poem explains how the dream of an individual to flower free is curbed in an environment full of restrictions. The foot desires to fly freely like a butterfly or to grow into a healthy apple. Butterfly stands for a life of freedom and apple stands for healthy, colorful life. Foot is symbolic of a child which is born in a society where it is not allowed to enjoy its freedom and flower freely. Here, we realize that the poet is going to tell us the story of an individual in an environment presenting difficulties and hurdles to the growing child. The child faces stones, bits of glass, streets, ladders, and rough paths, which are symbolic of hurdles in the journey of life. The child realizes that it cannot fly like a butterfly or grow like an apple. It accepts defeat and becomes a prisoner in a shoe. Shoe stands for the restrictions of the society in the path of life. The child grows like a blind man without knowing the fellow child in the society. The following lines explain how the restrictions in the environment curb the individual's growth and how the child suffers from stunted and disfigured growth. These soft nails of quads bunched together grow hard and change themselves into opaque substance, hard as horn. The child grows and walks without rest and becomes a young individual to work in fields, mines, markets, and various different government departments. Under the restrictions of the various controllers, the unfortunate young individual work without rest for pleasures of life and sleep. At last, the walking foot ceases to move, which is an end to the individual's life on this earth. The individual is buried at last in a dark grave and is left unsung and unhonored. The dream of the individual to fly like a butterfly or to grow into apple remains unfulfilled. The poem mirrors a society with norms and restrictions which does not allow an individual to make his dream to fructify. Now, answer the following questions by choosing the right option. The child's foot is not aware that it's dash. Your options are a butterfly, an apple, a foot, an opaque substance. The correct answer is a foot. One of the things that the child's foot wants to be is dash. Your options are a butterfly, a fruit bulging on the branch, a foot, to enjoy childhood. The correct answer is a butterfly. The paths in the rough earth go on teaching the foot that it cannot dash. Your options are fly, walk, run, swim. The correct answer is fly. The child's foot is a prisoner and is condemned dash. Your options are to fly, to be a butterfly, to live in a shoe, to be an apple. The correct answer is to live in a shoe. Bit by bit, in that dark, it grows to know the world in its own way. The word it here refers to dash. Your options are a butterfly, an apple, a foot, an opaque substance. The correct answer is a foot. The paths in the rough earth go on teaching the foot that it cannot dash. Your options are become an apple, a prisoner, become a butterfly, be a fruit bulging on the branch. The correct answer is be a fruit bulging on the branch. The child's foot is condemned to leave dash. Your options are as an apple, in the rough earth, as a butterfly, as a prisoner. The correct answer is as a prisoner. The foot is enclosed and feels life like dash. Your options are reptiles, a blind man, worms, a prisoner. The correct answer is a blind man. These soft nails of quads in a child's foot are bunched together and change themselves into dash. Your options are an opaque substance, stones and bits of glass, worms, a fruit bulging on the branch. The correct answer is an opaque substance. The tiny petal toes of the child take on the form of dash. Your options are an opaque substance, stones and bits of glass, eyeless reptiles, a fruit bulging on the branch. The correct answer is eyeless reptiles. The child's foot grow calloused and are covered with dash. Your options are soft nails of quads, eyeless reptiles, the faint volcanoes of death, an opaque substance. The correct answer is the faint volcanoes of death. The petal toes of the child take on the form of eyeless reptiles with dash heads. Your options are triangular, circular, rectangular, cylindrical. The correct answer is triangular. The child's foot, scarcely taking time, walks until the old man chooses dash. Your options are to sleep, to stop, to die, to rest. The correct answer is to stop. Dash of child takes on the form of eyeless reptiles. Your options are the soft nails, the foot, the petal toes, the blind believes. The correct answer is the petaled toes. The foot scarcely takes time to bear itself in dash. Your options are rest or peace, love or sleep, death or dream, becoming a butterfly. The correct answer is love or sleep. And then it descended underground. The word underground signifies dash. Your options are sleep, love, death, dream. The correct answer is death. When descending underground, the foot finds everything dash. Your options are dark, rough, quartz, colorful. The correct answer is dark.